G'day fellas. I've got a vintage Reebok pump here. This is a midfoot obviously, and here we have some of the early bringbacks. I believe these are some of the first Twilight Zone bringbacks. So these ones are actually better than the newer ones. These ones, the big difference, apart from a few small discrepancies in the pump chamber, which are pretty minor, is the actual pump itself. They've got the Insta Pump technology basically updated in these, and they've made the Insta Pump valve not functional. This is a proper Insta Pump valve, and so you can put your CO2 cartridges on that and pump it up without pumping it up. One of the historic flaws in the vintage design is this one-way valve here. So what happens is basically when you pump, it doesn't create enough of a seal. So if I've got vintage pumps like this, one of the first little hacks I do is just put a little bit of wire just around that one-way valve. Make sure you don't pop it out. Get back in there. Put a little bit of wire around your one-way valve and then crimp it down. Being careful not to crimp it down too hard. We want to just deform the rubber around the plastic, and then very gently trim off any excess. Sorry, filming, doing, it's tricky. Otherwise, I'll step on it. So vintage pumps, you wanna just secure the one-way valve and fold this little bugger over so it doesn't stick into everything. Come on. Yeah, I'm awake. Just fold that over without damaging everything. That should do. And then they should pump up a lot better. So just about any Reebok pump from the original runs potentially is going to have this pop problem. And of course, once you've pumped it up, tightened, secured that one-way valve, you can get a lot more pressure into your actual chamber. And I'll just leave that pumped up because that's its job. That's what it's supposed to do. Alright, Twilight Zone, it's the same thing. Now what's the big difference? Well, they changed this one-way valve. That one I just fixed, they got rid of it altogether. The one-way valve is now this hole. So the only way these pumps work is by covering that hole and creating a seal. And the other one-way valve is somewhere in here underneath all this sponge. Fun fact, I love the way that they just made one foot, but they made everything left and right. And even the workers know that they're supposed to do things left and right. They're doing it, you know? That's so redundant. But anyway, why are we here? Well, I made a video about this the other day. I didn't mention these. I'd literally just got these in the mail. And their pumps are absolute rubbish. Let's have a look at them. Let's delve deep. Remove the laces. Really not very happy with these shoes. I mean, they look great. But yeah, my compliments end at they look great, which is no compliment at all in my opinion. It's quite the opposite. The material feels so cheap and rubbish, you know. They've taken everything that was good about the pump out of the pump. Literally, this is not even going to fit. You know, it's going to be way too wide. The only way it's going to work is because, well, nobody's going to see that, and it'll be not directly against your skin, so I wasn't going to do it, but everybody is having this problem. So the first thing I do with brand new pumps is I bust the stitch open. And I'm probably going to do a terrible job because I'm on camera. But yeah, for the record, these don't work. Brand new shoes. They sort of pump, but they change the configuration so that even if they do pump, it really doesn't matter. They're not going to do what they used to do. Where did I make that? I really can't see a blooming thing. Just going to be destructive a little bit. Use 480 for long fingernails. Just want to tease it open a little bit, and once you can hold the stitch open, then you can just gently run your knife down that stitch. Just sharpen this up a bit. Get some light on the subject. And you guys can't see anything. I can see now. So yeah, they changed the configuration on these things, and I'm really, really disappointed with just about anything and everything they've done in the last 10 years. Has been just detrimental. Oh great, they've put an extra stitch in here. You buggers. I don't know if you can see this extra stitch. It's such an annoyance. Yeah, and you can see it all the way down here. They've not tried to hide it. They've not done it neatly. This is just a flat piece of material. That is so terrible. Oh, I hate that. I really should not have bought these shoes. These are not shoes. These are shoe-shaped objects for the shelf. Gee. Can't believe I paid money for these things. Somebody buy me a coffee, please. I've got to pay rent. Oh. Come on. That's it. Oh wow, what a feeble attempt. Oop, that was a bad cut. That was a very bad cut. Now I'm working in the shadow. Alright, I'll get this done and I'll come back. Let's see.